This is J.J. McKeever for Common Sense. I want to talk to you today about the post office. When was the last time you tried to do something at the post office? I went yesterday. And what I'm going to talk about here is not particular to now or any one location. This relates to something I've seen for 30 years all over the country, whatever post office I go into. Talk about an institutional culture. I had to get a package shipped out. I was not able to use the self-serve kiosk because of what I needed done. I was the 7th back in line when I got there. It was a good 20 minutes before I finally talked to a clerk. And in that time, the line behind me got longer and longer. Even in Kmart, they try to open up a new cashier if it gets that long. Now, what's going on behind the counter? The people who work for the post office, they chit-chat with the customers and amongst themselves. There's absolutely no urgency. I am all for customer service and being personable with people, but when you have a line of customers, some trying to balance 3 or 4 packages, you try to speed things up. And I swear they move in slow motion on purpose. They take a package and shuffle along to the back with it, and then shuffle back to the counter. It's like watching a slow motion replay in a football game, except they're moving in real time. Everybody was getting impatient. The guy 2 people behind me ordered a pizza and asked that it be delivered to him there at the post office. Now, there are many customer-oriented stores and services that would never tolerate that type of treatment of their customers or clients. I can just imagine an efficiency expert coming in and the type of changes they would advocate. Now, just to be clear, my problem's not with the mail carriers. They work hard and I always seem to get my mail in the rain, snow, hail, you know that old saying. It's the inner workings of the post office I have a problem with. Aside from the customer service issues I mentioned, I have 2 more examples that personally happened to me in the last couple months. One was I needed to send a certified letter to make sure that the person I'm sending it to got it in time. So I did that. I had the return card on it so I would receive verification the letter was received. Now a week went by. I looked up the letter's tracking number on the computer and searched. I found out my letter sat in a mail facility in New Jersey for 6 days. Now this was back in December when our weather was beautiful and there was no excuse at all for the mail not to move. I should have sent the damn thing by UPS. The second instance was a Christmas card I received on February 3rd. Guess what? It was mailed on December 15th from the same state. The address was perfect and the envelope was easy to read with all the information on it. Enough said. Look, this is a typical government agency. I know the post office is not government owned anymore and is some type of privately owned hybrid. But the mentality is pure government. They still act like they are a monopoly and they are the only game in town. The people there collect a paycheck, so why care about the customer? This is the same attitude you get when dealing with way too many government offices. The second point is the Postal Service really needs to start looking at themselves when crying about going bankrupt. I know part of it is some pension financing through the government that is way out of control for them. But if they really are a company, a corporation, they better start acting like one. And because they have competition with the internet, FedEx, UPS, all of those services, you should not have to stand in line forever to get something simple done. It would be easier to take if you felt like they were trying to move quickly and service you. But the I don't give a damn attitude floated through the air for everyone to feel when I was there. You know, Ben Franklin, one of my favorite Americans, was our first Postmaster General. With his work ethic, I do not think workers 200 years ago moved this slowly. As I said in the beginning, this style has been in post office everywhere I have lived for as long as I can remember. Instead of crying Congress for more money, the Postal Service should first look to itself and clean up their act. Look, I miss checking my mailbox every day to see what came that day. But if mail ceased to exist, I'd get over it with time. We have heard how workers at the post office have gone postal. I'm surprised it did not start with the customers.